Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to 12 Days of Vlogmas, day 5, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mel. For everybody who's new here, hi, I'm Mel, and today is just another little day in my Christmassy holiday life, although it's pretty regular life. But you know what? I'm trying to get into the season, into the holidays, as we've been talking about for the past couple of Vlogmases. So let's do it. Let's get focused. Let's get down to it. I've been a pretty lazy gal for the past few days because I just got into my break. I just finished my last class for my semester and I needed sleep, I needed rest, and I've been prioritizing those for the last few days. But this week leading up, I have a few things at school to attend. I'm going to a Christmas party that one of my professors is having. How cute. I have to get ready to go to Wales because I'm visiting family there for Christmas, and I have to prepare and set up with them and also warn them that I'm doing Vlogmas. And then also I have to get a lot of things done before I go. So this week will be a bit more productive doing things Mel. And last week was very much restful recovery Mel. So let's get this day started. I did a lot of work yesterday, and since I did a lot of work, I gave myself a very nice treat. So I had the night off. I didn't edit yesterday's vlog, so I have to start this morning by editing yesterday's vlog, and so I can post it. And then also I just need to do a quick little housekeeping things on YouTube and YouTube Studio, and then I'm going to head off to the gym. So I'm going to work on that right now, and hurry scurry. Look at the sun peeking out for us. That's so nice. It's lovely, really. I think we've had some of the best weather, like in November, December, which is odd, because in Canada, it's like kind of the worst weather. So nice. All right, so I want to tell you the theme for today, and the theme for today is how to stay productive during the holiday break. So this is something that's very topical for me. As I just mentioned, I've been in a bit of a lazy era the past week, a rest and recovery era. But now I need to move back into more of a productive, not sleeping 14 hours a day type of era. So here are some tips on how to stay productive during the break. So tip number 1, and a tip that somebody will need to beat into my skull: stick to a sleep routine and a sleep schedule. Honestly, what can I say? We're all human, okay? And I know when I stick to a good sleep routine and sleep schedule, I am the best. I am the most productive. I am just a normal human being who can do things that is not sleep 14 hours a day. So a good sleep schedule, like you are aiming to fall asleep and wake up preferably around the same time. And to do this is what's helped me, and I've learned from like Atomic Habits and habit formation, all that, the habit loop, which is like have a nighttime and morning routine. And a lot of like YouTubers do this, and influencers and everything. They're like, my nighttime routine. This actually works though. This actually works because it wakes up your brain through the routine. Like when I start my morning routine, I'm like, do I really want to lotion and syrup up my whole chest, neck, and face and gua sha for 10 minutes? No, like I want to get back into bed. But when I start doing it, by the time I come out, she's up, the face is glowing, I'm ready to hydrate, and I'm ready to get to it, you know, and it just sets me straight. The thing I am kind of slacking in is my nighttime routine. I have a nighttime skincare routine, but the thing is, I do my skincare, I get into bed, I'm scrolling. These past nights I've been editing, which I think I'm gonna switch my Vlogmas editing to the morning and then post, because honestly, I'm also like more clear. Well, the only reason I don't do it in the morning is a specific reason for when I do voiceovers, is because I have a raspier voice in the morning, whereas at night, my night voice is better because I've been talking all day. All the vocal cords are lubed up, you know? So that's the reason why I haven't been doing it in the morning. But I think for the sake of my sleep schedule, I need to be moving my editing to the morning, because sometimes I get caught up in editing these and I look at the time and it's like 5 a.m. I was like, oh, well, morning, good morning. So that's something I'm definitely gonna switch because it's really been impacting my sleep schedule. But I need to have like a bedtime routine. I want to implement like no phone by the bed, and I know a lot of people do it, but I really am on my phone all the time. It is probably an addiction. I do have a book by my bed, um, but I get my eyes get tired, but I don't get tired. Does that make sense? So like whilst I'm reading, I'm like, oh, my eyes are tired, so I stop, but then I go to lie down and I'm not tired yet. And it takes a lot for my brain to quiet down. So there's a few things I do. Like sometimes I listen to like sleep meditations or sleep talk downs. That's something I'm really like dependent on. But it's kind of like a drug for me. Like it'll work and then my tolerance for it goes down and then it won't work. So I have to take time off and not listen to them and then go back to them. So it's so strange. Honestly, if you guys have any tips for getting to sleep faster, please leave them down below. Like I'm so curious. It's just really hard for me to not, I always daydream. I always like make up fun little scenarios, or I envision like just like this lovely future I'm creating, honestly. And it keeps me awake. It keeps me awake. So please leave tips and tricks down below. Don't leave any tips with lavender. The smell of lavender makes me want to rip my nostrils out, so don't leave that tip. But any other tip, please, down below, leave it. Okay, the next big tip is definitely stick to your workout routines or your activity schedules. So even if you don't work out at a gym, like let's say you're a runner or a jogger, or you do an activity like rock climbing, try to the best of your abilities to keep it up during the holiday. Like I know we're traveling, I know we're seeing family, but even reducing it, but kind of getting into the motion of doing the same thing. It's just so that you don't have like 2 or 3 weeks off and then you come back completely destroyed, because it's harder to get back, especially like if you're weightlifting and you don't lift for like 3 weeks and you go back and you try to lift what you could lift before you left and then it's not happening for you anymore. Like that can be disheartening. So try low maintenance things. So for example, if you go to the gym like 3 days a week, try to at least go 1 or 2 times and then work out at home. And you're like, no, I don't work out at home. Like home workouts are lame. Okay, well, it's better than doing nothing. This is like a sentiment I got from an influencer I used to follow like so long ago. The algorithm has stopped showing her to me because that's how long ago I followed her. But she would always say 1 set is better than no set. And I think that's so true. Like, get on the floor and do 1 set of crunches. Like, it might seem horrible. You're like, I don't want to do that. That's so lame. Just do it. And then when you get on there, you can probably push out 2 or 3 or 4 sets. And then, you know what, a little ab workout. And then it might motivate you to do a more fuller ab workout and do, okay, I'll do a plank now and I'll do this. Like, just do a little something. I'm always the person who advocates to that so much. Like, if I'm at the gym and I'm looking at a machine and I really don't want to do it, I'm like, okay, just do 1 set. Just do 1 set. And then usually if you do 1, you're inspired to do the 2 and 3, or 2, 3, 4, however many sets you do. So that's definitely it. If you do like a hobby sport, so like soccer or rock climbing, stuff like that, if you're away for the holidays, try to see in the area if there's like, like a rock climbing gym or like a soccer field, because sometimes it's really cool to experience your sport in different locations. And also like you meet people, you learn new things. I love experiencing kind of like familiar activities in new settings. That's why I'm always moving around the world, because you'll always find that like there's like a same kind of group of people in these settings, and it's nice and it's welcoming and you pick up new tips and tricks and stuff. So I definitely recommend, like if you're visiting parents or grandparents in a new city, look up to see if there's gyms that offer like, a day pass or something, and go check it out. I strongly recommend. And then for runners, me who hates running, like just keep running, the outside is there. Don't you run outside? The outside is there. Keep running. I don't know why you wouldn't run. I'm just shaming runners. No, I love runners. I'm just jealous. That's why I'm acting like this. I wish I could run, but I cannot run because I have bad knees. So I elliptical, which I feel is like fake running, you know? It's like smooth running. And then I also walk. But enough about me. It's about you, runners. There's no excuse. Keep running. Get out there. My next tip is keep in regular contact with the people that you usually contact in your day-to-day life. Now, I don't mean like call up your boss every day and be like, do you have any tasks you want me to do? Don't do that. And don't like talk to people you don't like talking. But I mean, if you're going away for the holidays, you're going back to see family, make sure you regularly talk to your friends, or, you know, maybe if you're away from your boyfriend, girlfriend, because it's like a new relationship, make sure to keep talking to them. Let's say, for example, you're with family, and maybe you don't really love all of your family. And this is actually something I'm going to cover in a video in a few days. But if you're around them and they're like, I support Israel, and you're like, I want to die, make sure you're talking to your friends and like your actual like-minded people just to keep you sane. Like, make sure that you're talking to people on your wavelength to keep you in good high vibrations. Because if every day you're listening to, you know, Uncle, I want to say a name and not make anyone mad. Uncle, I was gonna give a color and I was like, Uncle White, and I was like, ooh, Uncle Pink, you know, because he's homophobic. This is hard. Uncle Blue, there you go. If you're talking to Uncle Blue, you know, for the 5 days that you're there, like at grandma's house, and every day he's like saying things that are, you know, jokes that are slightly racist and homophobic, and it's just draining you, like chip at a time. You know, you can deal with it day 1, 2, you start to lose it on day 3. Make sure you're calling your friends and calling the people that you enjoy talking to, and just really not absorbing these comments from your family. Leaving them at the dinner table where they usually happen, because people love fighting at the dinner table. Just leave them at the dinner table and keep in regular contact with the people you contact. So this is kind of like a communication schedule. And so the importance of that last tip, which I forgot to kind of explain, if you are keeping with the routines of your life, and this includes like the social routines of your life, it is going to just help you be more overall productive, because we are creatures of habit and we need to stick to our like social, active, and like things like sleep routines, because this keeps us kind of in our same day-to-day wavelength, and it will just help us be more productive. And also, if you're like talking to your friends and partner and stuff, you can also be each other's accountability partners. Like, oh, you know, are you keeping up with that assignment that we have to get done? Like, oh no, I'm slacking, but you're right. Or like, oh, remember, we have to finish this reading before we come back next week. So you can also be like each other's accountability partners when you're keeping in contact. But the main reason of keeping connections is to just keep us in our routines and not get sucked into the Christmas like void, the black hole that is the holiday season. The next tip is watch how much sugar you eat. I know this is such an unfun tip, and I'm not saying don't go have your dessert, because have a dessert every day, but don't have it also again for breakfast and then have a little bit for lunch. Like, I know there's candy and stockings and everybody's making like, you know, Christmas pudding, there's fruitcake, there's apple pie, there's apple crumble, there's every type of pie and crumble you've ever seen in your life. And you can definitely eat it. Like, I will be eating it. Don't think I won't. But like all those chocolates, like all those Limp balls that are just sitting on the table, they're not for you. They're not for me. They're for the kids. They're for the kids. Let them eat it. Let them eat it and get a stomachache. Because like if you're just eating what you're not used to eating, your body is like absorbing all of this sugar that it's not, unless you eat Lindt chocolate balls on the regular, then I guess keep eating them. That's totally okay. But if you're not used to consuming this amount of sugar every single day, you are going to literally just feel like a big blob of deceased. And you're like, why am I so sleepy during the holidays? Like, I wake up, at 11 or noon. And then I'm already tired again by 4 p.m. This is because we're not doing anything. It's because we've eaten a bunch of sugar. It's because we've literally gone to sleep at, midnight or 1 a.m. because we were watching Christmas movies with the kids. All these things pile up, and they're going to make you that big lump on the couch next to Uncle Blue, who's also snoring with little lint wrappers on his chest. And a fifth and final tip rule is set a designated work time. So for me, I usually block out entire days just because I'm like an all or nothing kind of girl. And I'm like, I won't sleep until this is done because I think I have undiagnosed ADHD and I need to have like these deadlines or else I'm not going to do it. So usually what I do is like, okay, I go see my mom on Friday and I'm staying there till Tuesday, but let's say we're having the big dinner on Sunday. I will be like, okay, on the Saturday or on the Friday when I get there, before other people arrive, I'm going to finish all of my work on that Friday. Done. Like there is no ifs, ands, or buts. Even though I have all of the days, I'm going to just do it that first day because the people haven't arrived yet and we won't be getting ready and stuff. So, done. Or if you are not somebody who is neurodivergent and you can do things that you tell your mind to do, I would set out like a little hour maybe in the morning, maybe put it on top of one of your morning routine things and just be like, okay, and let your family know like, oh, for this hour, I really need to get some work done. It doesn't have to be like work related. I mean like get on the computer and, I don't know, clear out your email bin or like do some reading for an hour in the morning or, catch up on the news or relevant or current effects, things that affect you. Like, I don't know, stocks, if you're working in stocks, like just keep up with the relevant information for an hour in the morning so you don't come back completely bombarded and also just like, you're like, what is a computer? What am I doing? So block out time in the day to like use your brain for work related things, work adjacent things. Yes. But then if you are neurodivergent like me and you have things that you need to do, like assignments, or like say you have a work project that I don't know, do people have work projects? Say you have like a project that you need done like during the break, just carve out a whole day and just say like you can't sleep until you do the thing and get the thing done. Just do it that way. It works, maybe not the best, but it works. So to review our 5 tips, tip number 1 is stick to a sleep schedule, like a nighttime, morning time routine around the same times. Tip number 2 is stick to your activity schedule. So whether that be a hobby or weightlifting or yoga or running, stick to it. Number 3 is keep up your communication schedules or your communication connections. So this is like talking to friends, talking to colleagues that you like work friends, talking to your boyfriend or girlfriend or the person you're talking to who's obviously not with you. The 4th one is watch how much sugar you eat, or maybe I'll kind of refine this to make sure you're ingesting similar levels of what you usually eat. So for me, this will be like remembering to keep up with my 100 grams of protein. Even if I might have to pack my protein powder when I go. Anyways, but eat the regular kind of same levels that you eat. Obviously not the calories, because at dinner, eat that dinner twice. But try to hit your same kind of goals, like, protein or this many vegetables in a day. But the big thing, do not go crazy on the sugar, because that will kill you. And the 5th and final tip. I forgot the 5th tip. Oh, the 5th and final tip is stick to a baby work schedule, a mini work schedule. So if you have things to do, carve out an hour every day, probably in the morning, because by the nighttime you're too tired. Probably in the morning, and let the people around you know, like, for these hours in the morning you are getting things done. or if you struggle with keeping up small things and telling your mind to do them, if you're neurodivergent, carve out a whole day in your break that you are going to get these tasks done. And if you're like a school student, I would say carve out a few days within the entire break that you do all this stuff, so it's not the one night before you get back to school. Okay, schedule the exact days and you say, these are my working days. From sun up to sundown, I will sit my pretty little butt down and I will finish these tasks or do as much work. No, not even say do as much work as I can, because again, we can't handle that. Do these tasks and I will not sleep until these tasks are done. That's what I recommend. Those are my 5 tips on staying productive. So now let me go get my, I don't know what lunch. Is it lunch? I don't know. Let me go eat some food because I'm starving. I'm just gonna do some work and go to the gym, but maybe I'll kind of film what I can do for my nighttime routine. Like maybe we can brainstorm together and I'll think about it through the day. And maybe you can sneak peek my first draft nighttime routine today. Guys, I just tried to record my squats so that Vanessa could check my form. I forgot to hit the record button, so I have to do a whole extra set. Okay, so the braids are in, the skincare is on. At the time is 10:02. I'm drinking my protein shake and I still have to eat dinner, so I have to wait an hour between drinking this and eating the dinner. So it is getting a bit late, but after I eat dinner, I'm just gonna go in bed and I think I'm gonna do 30 minutes of reading. And then after that, I'm gonna put on like a guided meditation or like a talk down and try to go to bed. That's gonna be the little routine, like the 30 minutes of reading, the talk down, and then hopefully sleep. So hopefully I'll be sleeping, but tomorrow I have to wake up really early because I am going to a Christmas party that one of my professors is having. So it's at 10 a.m. It's like a Christmas morning party. It's from 10 till noon. So I'll have to wake up at like 8. I'll set my alarm for 8 so I can get ready and leave by 9:30. Thankfully, her office is on the North Campus, which is actually close to me. I'll still leave around like 9:30 because I like to be like early. Or it will take me like 10 minutes to walk there. Maybe I'll leave like 9:40. But yeah, so I'll have to wake up, set the alarm for 8. So we'll see how that goes. Like, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go, you know? So we'll just see my energy levels in the morning. Okay, I will be getting into bed now. I have to do some reading, but I have to do it on my phone or my laptop because it's like through the library website, like my school's library website, because they don't have like a hard copy of the book that I want to read. So I know like blue light is bad for you, like before you go to bed, but like what can a girl do, you know? So I'm gonna read for 30 minutes. I'm making a stand right now, like social media time is over. It's done. Let's see if I hold true to that. I'm gonna do my 30 minutes of reading, listen to my talk down, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, comment down below. I reply to all of my comments down below. Also, I want to hit 100 subscribers before 2023. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. Hello, please subscribe. It would be nice. We would like it. We would both like it if you would subscribe. I just need 9 of you. I just need 9 of you. 9 whole people. Call your mom. Get her to subscribe. Drea, get your mom to subscribe to the channel. Okay, bye guys. Have a good night. Bye. Bye.